Yo, 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 we are live on the pontoon. I am JonPon09, your captain, your cruise director, on the pontoon through the pontoon. Hopefully, everybody's having a terrific Tuesday. Do apologize for the delayed start. We had a bit of technical difficulties, mostly due to my new headset. The headset, well, number one, I had to install software for it that took longer than I thought it would. And number two, I couldn't figure out the PC audio. We are live in 120 frames on PC, so that is exciting. Big shout out, by the way. Bottle of Bumpy was in here before stream even started and dropped a $15 holla. Appreciate you, Bottle. That'll definitely go towards future upgrades, which some are actually already in the process of coming. That'll be tomorrow. We're gonna have that as a special surprise. Yo, Lily in the chat. What's going on, Mason? What's going on, Jada? What's going on, Jazzy? What's going on, Grizzly, Jakai? All the G's up in the chat. Better be hitting up that like button. I only see 3 likes so far. What we are gonna do tonight. Number one, we're gonna be getting used to this new headset. Already, I can tell it's more noise canceling than my other headset because I cannot hear my own voice nearly as well. But number two, we are gonna be trying out this new event. Wait, is the new event just control? I'm confused. What the? I already peeked at the store and I am so disappointed in myself that I have already blown so much Apex coinage. And I'm also disappointed you can only buy... Bro, I don't want this charge rifle. You can only buy it in the bundle. Like, dog. I don't want to buy the charge rifle too. I'm not spending an extra $10 basically for the charge rifle as well. Yo, what's going on, Yurza? I can draw you something. I don't like the sound of that, but okay. Oh, also, chat. Wait, how can I have to do it with my controller? Look at that. Yeah! As the kids say. I think it's just the texture of her pants, but that is shapely. I really like her hair in this one too. Although I am usually against the blue-haired people, in this case I will make an exception. Oh, I didn't even see Newcastle have... Wait a second. How are you going to tell me that Newcastle's is purple and his is exactly the same as all of these and his is only $10? What? On what planet does that make sense? Oh, a bunch of people have them. Okay, so Fuse has one, Pathfinder, Caustic. Well now half the legends have one of these skins. It's like a Fortnite skin at that point. Accidentally send you a game invite later? Oh boy. What do you want me to draw? I thought you said when you were gonna draw me something, it was gonna be something obscene, so that's why. So I don't know about that. Thought it was gonna be graphic. Since everybody is in here, I want to go ahead and tell this story. So today, chat. Today I woke up at the right time of... I don't even know what time it was. It was so early. It was before the sun came up, though, so I'm going to guess it was probably around 4 to 5 a.m. And I woke up by just the most repulsive, overwhelming, like, taste and smell. I thought I was dreaming for a second. It was so strong, but I woke up and I'm like tasting this. I'm like, wow, what's going on? And it takes me a few seconds to realize that a skunk has been sprayed very, very near to my proximity. And I live near the lake, so we have a lot of skunks. And this is skunk mating season, so the skunks are very active where I am around this time. But anyways, I'm realizing that this experience I'm having is a What do you want me to draw? It can be anything. Can you draw me a picture of Samurai Sky? So I'm tasting this awful taste and smelling it, at the same time. It's very, very strong, very overpowering. And finally go back to sleep because, again, it's very early. Well, I wake back up again, and this time I think that. Oh, God, Grizzly. Come on. Oh, God. Anyway, so I wake up again closer to normal time, and I'm just like, okay, it's definitely a skunk. I'm not dreaming. This is extremely strong. And I can't go back to sleep. It's like I don't know. By this time it's like 5:45 or so, and I don't usually get up until like 6:30. But I can't go back to sleep, so I'm just laying there having to suffer this skunk smell. I'm like, this is just really, really bad. We used to have some stray cats, and they were pretty close to outside my window, so I thought, maybe that's where it sprayed or something like that. Well, anyways, the story gets better. That's coming from inside the house. The story gets better. So I'm like, well, whatever. This is definitely going on. I take a shower. I go to work. I'm sitting in my car, and I'm like, on the way to work, and I'm like, I still smell skunk really strong, and I'm not sure if it's just me that smells like it or if it's just attacked my nasal area so bad that I am just having, phantom smells of it. But it was really bad. I'm sitting in the car on the way to work. Well, I get to work and whatever. I don't know. Within like 15 minutes go by. Almost nightly. About, I don't know, I would say like 15 minutes goes by and one of my coworkers comes up to me. She's the girl that I hired a month ago or so. And she's like, I smell weed. And I'm like, this is gonna sound crazy, all right? But here's what happened. And I don't know what she thinks that I'm gonna tell her. The reason is, but I'm like, this crazy skunk smell happened. And or this crazy skunk, spray incident happened. And I was like, it had to have been right outside my window because it was so strong that it woke me up. And I couldn't go back to sleep. And she was like, oh, okay. Well, so anyways, everybody is smelling it, needless to say. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I can go home for the day, I guess. But, other than that, like, we're just going to have to deal with it. I'm smelling it like all day until at least like lunchtime. But I'm still getting like occasional whiffs of it. And at this point, I'm getting pissed off that, I'm still smelling it. And, anyways, so I get back into my car at the end of the day, just a little bit ago, drive home. And it's warm now in Tennessee. It's like 78 outside right now. So it's not like hot outside, but when you get into your car, it's, it's pretty warm. Once it's been sitting in the sun. And I get into my car and it smells delicious. I mean, it smells like somebody has just made the best fondest memories I have of like eating like a cupcake, a weed cupcake or something. Like I've had a lot of weed baked goods in my day, and like like a weed cupcake or a weed Rice Krispie treat, like you bite into, and it's like that weed agricultural notes. And so I'm sitting there and I'm just like, man, really makes me want an edible. It smelled really good. I don't know if it was like the heat or just like the suddenness of it, but I grew a sudden fondness. And then at that point, I realized I was like, wow, I must have really smelled like skunk when I went in this morning if like my car still smells like it. And it's been 9 hours since I've been in my car. No, it doesn't smell like ass. It just, just the like skunk smell, but it was like it was more dissipated. But since it was warm, Yo, what's going on, Jaden? Got my first heirloom yesterday, and it was Bangalore. Sheesh, Bangalore has a great heirloom. If I still mained Bangalore when I had got my shards, I probably would have bought them, honestly. Skunk smells like gasoline when you get sprayed. So I'm pretty sure what happened, AR, what's up, by the way, is my room is right over the garage, and I'm pretty sure it got into the garage last night and sprayed for whatever reason. But but yeah, it was so strong, AR, that I didn't even recognize it as skunk smell. Like when it first happens, it's so strong that it doesn't even smell like skunk. But I think skunk smells all right. I used to, this was like proof that, you know, I was gonna like weed one day, I guess. When I was a kid, we would like smell a skunk, like, you know, driving in the car or something like that. And I was like, I don't know, 7 or 8 years old. I would always tell my mom that it made me hungry. I was like, oh, that smell makes me hungry. So, why your house dirty for a skunk to be near? I don't know if you have lakes in New York yourself, but I live really close to a lake, and so there's a lot of like skunks and raccoon and deer and just a lot of like wildlife in general. So, anyways, that was my story. Let's see what's going on with this control and try to get used to this headset. And anyway, so all that to say, I still smell skunk now. Obviously, when I came home, I still smelled it, and I still smell it now to this very minute. Probably gonna be a few days. I know, bottle years I don't be knowing. Oh, I like how I just can't change my push to talk. That's cool. Yo, what's going on, Quasar?
And neither do we, right, Newt?
Williamson County type B. Here's how come you go my friend request?
Ready to go. Seen?
I got a call from a police officer that a skunk was spraying cars. As they drove by, I asked them what the fuck I was supposed to do, arrest them? I don't know, probably... Can't you like catch it or something? I don't know. How did he know that it was spraying as they were driving by? But yeah, I would say, I don't know, probably kill it. Skunks, I learned today during my research, don't have a lot of natural predators. So they just kind of, for obvious reasons, like who wants to mess with a skunk? I think once you get sprayed close, like it's very overwhelming. The closest I've been when a skunk went off was probably about 5 feet away. And it's extremely overwhelming, so. What the? I like how they're just over there shooting me. No one's shooting at them. His car got smoked? Nah, he was probably just pissed off. Seneca on the gated community, Jordan in the community, Nate in the middle of nowhere. I don't know if I would say middle of nowhere. He's in that border town. A condo in Tempe.
Recharging shields.
Yeah, I don't know. It happens quite a lot this time of year. Bottle, I mean, I looked into what could be done as far as repellent and whatnot, and being that we live so close to the lake, I don't really even think it's worth it.
Zone B has been captured.
Yeah, I mean, I don't live on the lake. It's an Army Corps of Engineer lake, and so nobody can like be on the shoreline, or nothing can be built like on the shoreline. But our neighborhood is like walking distance from it. Like we can go to a certain spot and like walk through the woods and get to it pretty quickly. Ooh, Maggie attacks in pubs. Oh, okay. Someone told me that I could put vinegar around and that would help with the smell, but I forgot to stop on the way home. I don't have vinegar, I don't think.
Using grapple.
So is this just normal control? That was the whole event? It's just normal control. Which we already have because we have the mixtape thing now, so...
Giving my shields a recharge.
Shields recharging.
Can't even really judge these headsets too well, just because, you know, it's Apex audio. I don't know where the guy went that was 10 HP, but... Put a sign, no skunks allowed. You know, I didn't think about that. Yo, Lily with the $5 holla. Appreciate you, Lily. Yes, control. Got a lot of hype in the chat for Lily. Top mod with the $5 holla. We see a tap strafe. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Recharging my shields.
Why does it have these things saying elbow pop?
Shields recharging.
I'm gonna be sick. I don't think I'm doing it. I forgot. I don't know if my do you have to turn on the Steam thing every time or just once?
Recharging
Did I do it?
shields.
Hold on a second.
Bad news. They neutralized a zone.
I guess the one way to test it is go to the firing range and see if I can zoom in on the Kraber. That's not even a tap strafe, you're just WSD.
My grenade.
Yeah, well, I told you that, I told you it's not that good, yours though. I should have downloaded the Jap option, honestly, but it was obviously in all Japanese, so I was scared it was like a virus or something, you know?
Deploying airstrike. Shields recharging.
Well, Grizzly asked if he could self-promo. Well, technically, he asked if anybody could self-promo, and I told him as long as I know who you are, then it's fine. I don't care anymore.
Change is inevitable, my friend. I just make it.
Zone A has been captured. Attention. Ratings leader has been eliminated.
Do you really know him? Well, he told me he lives in Texas. Now he's told other people he lives in Arizona. So he's definitely kind of shady when it comes to his location. He's probably just trying to throw off Yurzaw though, because Yurzaw has his, you know, address and whatnot. You don't know me. It's possible I just assumed that he lived in Texas since he's Mexican, but pretty sure he told me he lived in Texas. A lot of Mexicans in Arizona too, though, I guess. From what I hear, I've never been there. Just imagine what else he's lying about. Yeah, that's true.
Recharging my shields.
How do they have so many grenades?
They're right out.
Setting up a zip line.
Looks like they got a capture bonus.
Yo, did you see that Maggie tap trace just now? Yo, she just neo-striked on me. I said my home server is Dallas, so you probably assumed I'm in Texas. Yeah, that's true. I will search and destroy mission. Here's all. No threatening violence. This is not an I'm risky stream.
Care package being delivered. Sponsored.
Gonna search whole town of Dallas real quick. BRB mission is on a go, I repeat. We have no idea what Grizzly is. Oh, sorry, you knew that Grizzly was Mexican, what?
Charge.
You've been talking Spanish to him before. Are you gaslighting right now?
They neutralized the zone.
Gonna make your side gift. God.
Slinging thermite. What's a wee singularity between friends?
Once this match is over, I'm gonna go test out my configs. I think it's not working. Nothing by gaslighters in this chat? No, that is facts. How do we know Grizzly just isn't Chat GPT? Well, Chat GPT, I don't even think could come up with some of the stuff that Grizzly says, honestly. The last username that he had was extremely questionable, the one that he made today. I don't even think I can play with him on stream with that username, honestly. I'll probably get flagged or something.
Good work.
Or at the least reported. Jazzy like my
Myself
username?
when I was your age, except I was alive and all.
You said to keep it? Jazzy could be white, who knows? That's unlikely.
A neutralized.
They're taking our zone. Don't lie down now.
Keep your composure, pet.
Recharging shields.
What is it? Did you miss it, AR? It was CNC without consent or something like that. CNC enthusiast without consent.
Oh, dear, dears. They've got a zone.
Or without consensual. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what it was. It was along those lines.
Tossing up there.
Defend this zone.
Oh, nice. That was my second kill all game.
Charge.
Oh, we got a zone.
Well, you're shooting at me. I'll fight you. I just don't know where you are at.
Oh, 200 damage away from 5K. What'd you say?
What the? It was consent enthusiast. Remember when you did the secret things, JP, back in the day? Yes, I did. Quasar. Why? Thank you, Lily. Is there a prize factor for this event at least? Oh, nice. There is. Alright. Okay, so I'm just don't really get that the whole event is just only control when it's literally already in the thing. Sweet, what? What are you talking about, Jazzy? Threat level midnight. That's funny. Michael Scarn. Did you get the Horizon skin? No, I didn't, Grizzly. I've been spending a lot of money on this game. Plus I got you know, this headset, and I got something else, but it's going to be a surprise for tomorrow. It is stream related, but I want to have it be a surprise. Shoot.
Conquering you. Goodbye.
So last night, Yurzal called me the N-word. He called me a conf and then the N-word. I meant Sweet Caroline or whatever that song called. Well, that wasn't even close. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Check my configs. I'm not even configuring though, but that's the crazy thing is yours I was just here and I was like, I can't figure out why it's not working. I don't think it's turned on right now. We I don't know any other words to that song other than that. Okay, no, it's definitely on, but when I first turned it on, it was making other... Hmm. Many Mexicans were beaten to that song? Really? Making us wait for the surprise? Yeah, you're gonna have to wait until tomorrow, Lily. It's honestly not gonna be a huge deal, but I'm excited about
Thanks,
it.
jump jets.
And I want to keep some element of surprise going. The keys aren't changing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Grizzly. Do you really want me to show you? Yes, Yurza. That's why I asked you like 16 times in your chat last night. How do I use the configs? They aren't on? Well, then how come I can't zoom in with the Raper then? I have to plug in my mic now.
Wait, Jordan, I'm gonna test something. Is your party unopened? Put your party in open. You're not speaking.
Bro, calm down. Yo.
Hello?
I guess it doesn't really matter which microphone I use. I can use this one, I guess.
Wait, Jordan, set your party on open.
Set my party on open?
Yeah, like an Apex.
Why? Is this a trick?
No. Put your party on open.
Okay.
Alright, you're gonna load up in the range. I wanna see if this feature works.
This feature. AKA he's hacking. Okay, well I guess I don't need this on here anymore, I guess. Yeah, what's going on, Scar? I don't remember if I said hi to you or not. I did see your comment though.
Oh, it works. You can join people in the fine range. The party's open.
Nice.
Feels like I just walked straight out of
Get up,
barracks from morning
Grizzly.
training.
You can have Grizzly 1v1.
I gotta appreciate having a place
Yeah,
like this.
except for every time I
Alright.
look at your stream,
Jordan,
you're
I'm
in a
gonna
fire
show
range.
you- I'm gonna show you, but you have to versely, and I'm gonna.
I got
use
eyes on this
normal,
area.
I'm gonna use normal tab strafe.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you the. Well, I don't know how to do it. Well, I know I can just wait.
You don't know
So
how to
go
do it.
Go to Steam. No, I'm just gonna give you the presets of somebody else, and you gotta like do it.
Okay.
Go to controller layout. Go to Steam. Go to controller layout.
Well, I'm not going to be able to hear you because I have to tab out to go to Steam.
Well, just open your mic. At least you can. Wait, no. Go to audio and put your sound in the background on.
How do I do that?
Apex. Apex. Oh my God. Go to Apex.
Yeah.
No, like in Apex. Yeah, go to in Apex. Go to sound and backgrounds in the bottom.
Oh. Okay.
Grizzly, I don't want to hear from you. Discord call. You guys
We're in
played
a
a game chat for
Discord
like
call?
2 hours.
Oh yeah, that's a
On
good point.
PC.
We should just be on a Discord call, honestly.
No. We're just doing Grizzly's thing.
Okay. Well, anyways,
Alright.
I'm in
Go to
Steam now.
Steam. Yeah, go to Steam. Do you see where control layout is?
Controller layout.
Yeah. Are you on it?
No, I'm looking for it.
Bro, where did you go to like change the button for your whatever?
I'm looking for it. Edit Steam controller configuration. Okay, I found it.
Alright, so click on you see where it says current layout? Click on it.
where it says current layout.
Yeah,
Let's see,
click on it.
export, browse, or done.
Go to. Wait, what?
Do you want me to just put it on the screen?
Yeah, just show me your screen, please.
Oh my.
You have a whole different thing.
This is where I added, I'm pretty sure.
Well, now you go to. No, don't click that. Don't click that. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. No, no. Go to the. Yes, go to the. Yes. Do you see browser configs?
Browse configs, yeah.
Yes, click on browser configs.
Okay.
Alright, now go to community. Alright, do that one. No auto sprint.
Second one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Then you should have it. Bro, who is this?
Yo, what
Who
up,
is
guys?
who?
Oh my god, not this guy.
I changed my name, Jordan.
Is it stream
Jordan,
appropriate?
do me a favor.
Oh
do me a
my
favor.
god.
Can you turn friendly fire on?
Oh, you don't like it? Hey, watch pull
I
on.
mean, it's better than the other
Faster,
one.
faster.
Right, yours all? Here, check these out.
I don't know. Oh, there it is.
Resupplying here.
Do you have it on?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Yep.
You're not.
Are
You're
you sure?
supposed to show me that you actually have it.
Yeah.
I'm pressing it and nothing happens.
Are you going backwards?
I have to go backwards.
Well, Jordan, here. This is what you want to do. When you go forward, you move like this. You see how I'm doing that? Like I do. Yeah. So basically, a tap straight, what you're doing on controller is basically what you're doing there. You're just going backwards.
Like in
you're
a
going
circle.
Circle. Like in a circle, like you can go sideways. You can go. You can't do it forward, I think. But you look like this.
Safety's off,
You're doing
folks.
Like this.
Push
you
this
can't
sector.
do it.
Need gear. Scouting here.
Oh yeah, I think I did it.
Config, please.
Config believe.
One is down.
These are configs. I'm on Mouse and Key right now. I'm on Mouse and Key right now. They're not configs. Here's all. I'm not on configs right now.
Please spot a bother. Me and you are down.
Alright, you're all going to jail for it.
Alright, ready?
No.
Here's
Hey,
all.
you got a warrant for your arrest for config. Get back.
These aren't configs. These are,
Here I come.
Nope.
Back from the sky.
Report of the law. You're getting. Stop running. Stop
I got the
resisting.
best of you today.
What is that sound? Oh, sorry.
Oh,
My thing
fuck.
is, I forgot about screen for a second. Hold on, I'm sorry. We're missing some good
Alright,
content
I gotta
here,
go.
too.
I gotta go clean before my mom kills me. So you probably have your password. You have it on.
Okay, Yurza, well, thanks for teaching me how to use configs.
Yeah. Just letting you know, you get the config death penalty.
Enemies are shooting at me. I have been downed.
It wasn't too bad.
I got the best of you today.
Yeah, sorry, Lily. I didn't even really notice until I didn't even notice until I saw the yellow like thing around my screen. It's such a like small movement that it's like you would never even really.
That was awesome! Must go faster!
Like how it can be considered cheating when it's a barely even. Yeah, that's what I'm doing now, Grizzly. Wait, what is what sound?
Hit the ejector!
I don't know that I did it. Maybe I should try to doing it without the jump, the double jump.
It's go time!
You have to double jump? Okay. By looking the way you're strafing. Turn. Oh, I see now why Grizzly changed his jump button to another button now. You have to turn and look at the same time. To do it off the jump pad. My jump button is binded to A.
Rápido, rápido!
Oh yeah. Yeah, now I see why people Neo strafe with Octane. Alright, Yurza, how do I get the Neo strafe now?
It's go time!
Oh, that was a good one. That's kind of crazy. I can like jump off this thing, but then tap straight backwards and be back on it.
It's go time!
Yo, appreciate the 9 likes on the stream. What the fuck? He's up in the chat liking up the stream. We see you. All right. Yo, what's going on, Jonathan Austin? How you doing? JonPon09. Ah, The smell starting to give me a headache again. I don't know how I'm gonna get to sleep tonight, honestly. I really don't. I really don't. It's gonna be hard.
Ready up. It's go time.
The syndicate put me here to die, but I just keep
That's
on
crazy. It
disappointing
thinks
them.
that I'm on mouse and key when I press in my stick real quick.
Respect your elders.
Working at a different Panda today? Yo, you work at Panda Express? I never knew that. I used to work at Payway, which is like in the Panda Express family, I guess. It's like, you know, Payway, Panda Express, PF Chang's, you know, the same company owns all of those.
Smart bullet away. Smart bullet struck true. Replenishing my shield.
Oh, what? And the tracking? Yeah, there's one, I mean, the one that I used to go to before I started boycotting them starts at like $17 an hour for the kitchen. I think it was like $16 an hour for service, 17 for kitchen. I'm assuming service you can get tips and whatnot, because at least the one by me, like they, people can leave tips on their credit card or whatever. I don't know if that goes to everybody or... So much movement for no reason.
Recharging my shields.
Oh, what the?
This is for posterity, so
Got a raise for 16.25. Nice.
feel.
I know, that's great. I wish when I worked in restaurants they paid like that. That's twice as what I got paid at the restaurant. Then again, I haven't worked for a restaurant in like 10 years, but still. No way that guy is still alive. My teammates aren't doing nothing. They won on configging, and I'm already kill leader for my team. Been configging for 30 minutes.
Replenishing my shields.
You can run, you can hide, but you can't escape yourself.
Yo, did I just see 9 likes and now I'm at 7, or did I have 9 viewers and 7 likes and then I got that backwards? Either way, if you mother effers don't like up the chat, I'm gonna end it all. As in stream. Oh! I could have just seen him. I'd have got him. Good night. Are you going to bed already, Quizar? What are you, like 10 years old? 7:30.
Thermite away.
Come on. Like, I'm just trying to take my one, bro. It's too much to ask to just take a one.
Feel.
I just wanted to make it in the smoke. Well, my teammates are doing nothing. There's no way they're this bad. 12 to 44 right now. Gotta be an iconic lobby.
Recharging my shields.
Oh, okay, no, that makes sense. One thing I do like a lot about this headset is the headset cord is much it's much more like lightweight or something. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know. It's like very light and bendable, flexible, whatever. That's kind of a cool badge, actually. It would match my banner, honestly. See, chat, on PC, I don't have anything cool, so every little thing that I get is like, oh, that's not bad. Yeah, big money. Rolling like a big shot. Chevy tuned up like a NASCAR pit stop. All the rims big, do it right good. A lot of bronze right there. There's so many ones to choose from, actually. Why does it give you access to all of those? That doesn't really make sense, huh? How do I take a badge off? What, in the no rank? Yeah, I don't know why. Like on the events, it doesn't show you all the events that have passed by that you didn't get things from. I like you want to place one? Oh no, you have to press Y on it. Yeah.
Love all, trust a few, do wrong to none.
Me? I put the war in, Warlord.
Amateur hour is over. Time for the big leagues.
Keyboard Y, button Y. On the keyboard or on the controller. It's fucking cold, bro. Roommates, I get so cold. Oh wow, they're just so good. I can't love you in the dark.
Recharging my shields,
It's
Cuzzies.
like we're
Spotted. Double timing
oceans
it. Up in the chimney.
apart.
Give my shields a recharge.
Throwing a thermite grenade. Firing a smart bullet. Recharging my shields.
Finally, I was better than somebody.
Double timing it.
Head glitching too.
Care package being delivered. Sponsored by Chevrex.
Spotted. Double timing it.
Oh, okay, well.
Maybe next time you should try a different path.
Give my shields a recharge.
Amazing being scanned as soon as I spawn in.
Spotted. Double timing it.
Replenishing my shields.
Delivering care package. Sponsored by Chevrex.
Spotted. Hop in the chimney.
Doing like a little welcome scan.
Make it two. Off the right. I'm spotted.
Smart bullets away. The game's afoot.
Off the mic. Spotted. Throwing thermite.
Recharging my shield.
Gotta throw some pieces here. Use a seed to recharge my shield.
Another surge of outrageous fortune.
Why would everybody just not be running from me right now? Oh yeah, that makes sense. Oh my god. What a worst ult of my life, honestly. I would have rather pulled it and then immediately died than all of that happened, honestly.
Charging my shields, Cuzzies. Pop smoke.
Our bow. Replenishing my shield.
Care package. Sponsored by Chevrex.
The All-Father graces you.
The child laborer that made your controller saw that they'd 100% jump out the factory window. Good point, AR. Very good point.
Thermite away.
To be fair though, I'm probably better at video games than whatever child laborer made my controller, you know, because they're probably working like 50, 60 hours a week, you know. I only work like 45, 50 hours a week, so I still game a lot, you know. I don't have time to be playing games with all of the hours they're putting in. Oh wow.
Throwing a thermite grenade.
Yeah, I knew I was gonna hit you with that. Bro, and then he... Bro, there's no way that I hit him with the thermite, I'm burning him, he jumps around, I hit him with my attack, still shoot him, and he manages to grapple around and still kill me. There's just no actual way. This goes to show you, chat, whatever platform you're playing on, this game still sucks. Oh, now that kid got pissed on. Oh! Triple take the demon.
Smoke out.
Thermite away. Recharging my shields.
They're good at this game.
Maybe next time.
What did they kill me
should try a
with?
different path.
That rifle go burr. Oh yeah, also I forgot about to put the giveaway in the title, but if by some
My shields are recharged.
act of miracle or subscriber hacking happens and I get to 900 tonight, we'll do a $25 giveaway.
Thermite away. Smart bullets landed. Listen close for the overheat.
No way. Was my teammate just hitting 0 bullets there? That's the only way that we push like that and both go down. He's just doing 0 damage.
Throwing thermite. Audio online. Firing for effect.
Kids really just be running away at the slightest sign of danger. The whole team is just run away.
Firing a
Really?
Smoke out.
Everyone has a casual 2K demon like you. Lily, he was missing every shot. Every shot. That triple take was pretty nasty though, I will say that. That was a good moment. I clipped it. I clipped it. I clipped it. Oh, yeah. How much do I need to unlock? 12,000. Well, definitely gaining. Wow, I can't even equip the thing that I bought because I can't, I guess. And Dang. That's a pretty sick banner, honestly. That is pretty... That is pretty sweet, I'm not gonna lie, but I just can't see myself leveling up all banners. Hold on a second, chat. I'll be right back. Oh, chat, guess what? My first... my first special project as a manager was completed yesterday. Which was the installation of a conference room system. I was entrusted with vetting the companies, gathering proposals for new equipment in the conference room so that we can video call and also have virtual meetings. And so picked a company and they came and installed an 80-inch TV and a soundbar and a ClickShare device, which is basically like a very fancy Chromecast, basically. But you don't need any like installation. It works with any type of laptop. You just plug it in and then press a button and it shares your screen to the TV, audio and video. And the owner was pretty happy about it. He seemed pretty pleased. He's like, "Yeah, man, good job." That was it. I was like, I don't know why you're thanking me. I didn't pay the bill, but you're welcome. You know, it was like right under 10 grand, but some of the first estimates I got were like 17. Like they wanted to drop down mics from the ceiling and like all this craziness. I was like, yeah, we don't. I mean, we have like meetings in there like twice a month maybe, and then occasionally like special guests will come and use that room, but it's like we don't need drop down mics from the ceiling. If we were using it every day, sure, but I was like, that's kind of overkill for what we're gonna be using this for. So pretty exciting. And then tomorrow we have a presentation, the whole leadership team, with a new software company, which I also selected. So I guess that's my second special project that I've been working on for the past really about a month and a half or so. I've been working on finding a new software for us to switch our operations to. And I really like this one. I had a 2-hour demonstration with them a couple weeks ago, and now they're gonna meet with everybody virtually and just go over like what it can offer our company specifically. So should be good. I hope everybody is impressed. Like I hope the presentation goes well, because I feel like since I'm the one that put it all together, it's like, okay, well, you guys better not like screw this up now. Like I have a vested interest in it. Even though if it goes terrible, they're just gonna be like, oh, okay, well, that software wasn't like what we thought, you know. They're not gonna blame me, but I feel like if it goes well, I'll also get the credit. So that's what I'm hoping for. All of the credit and none of the backlash. You know, that's all I want. All I want is unending praise from all of my peers and superiors. That's all I'm asking. Oh my. I do feel a little bit bad though, because one of the things that I told them I would do that I wasn't able to do yet is generate this report that they need from our current system. And in order to do it, I have to use crystal reporting, which I am not familiar with. But I was looking around in the office and for something else, and I just happened to find this book that was Crystal Reporting for Dummies, written in 2008. So while it's a very outdated version of crystal reporting, I was trying to like go through that and figure out what I need to know to get this report, but I did not have good luck. So I think I'm just gonna like, you know, find somebody to blame and be like, oh no, it's not possible. Nice. What? I'm writing our new training protocols at work right now. If these new hires end up being horrible, they're gonna blame my ass. Yeah, I feel that too, AR. Like, I had to do some of that as well. It's much easier for me because I am also training the people that I'm hiring, or that I've hired. So, which one of, you know, I'm at a 50-50 right now because one of them I had to fire for reasons really unrelated to performance, mostly just because she couldn't get to work on time. But you do feel responsible, definitely, to an extent, or I do at least. Like when you hire somebody bad or whatever, it's like, oh, okay, I kind of screwed up too, even though they're bad. But the other one that I hired, she's doing well, so at least I'm at a 50-50. If I had to fire the second one, that would probably not, it would not go well for me, probably.
Pathway to winning. I will not go home empty-handed.
I really like writing training materials though. I think like that's what I would like to do like long-term career-wise. I really like a position where I was just like solely in charge of training and coming up with like educational content for companies. But to do that, obviously, I'll need to work at a larger company, which is fine. But if I stay with the company that I'm at now, I would want to, I guess, one day be... It's called basically, you're a facilitator, but in any small business, really any business, but it's easier to see the structure in small business. You basically have the visionary at the very top, who is the one that comes up with the new ideas and determines like kind of the direction that the company is heading, as far as like, okay, this is the new ways, this is the things we should focus on, this is the like all the big picture stuff basically. But then that person is usually not very good at like the day-to-day things, I guess, to oversimplify it. So then you have a facilitator who works with the people who are at the top of each of the 3 divisions of the business. So in any business, you have basically, it comes down to 3 different sections. You have operations, you have sales, and then you have finance. And what the facilitator does at a small company, especially, is they work with the heads of those 3 departments, basically, to facilitate what the visionaries' goals are, basically, for the company. So if I stayed with this company, that's kind of what I would want to do. And my last boss, essentially that's what she was doing. She didn't really have that title, but that's essentially what she was doing for the company, which is why she had so many diverse things that she was responsible
I
for.
knew this had happened. You've just got that prey look.
I've been a trainer for a few years, but our program was non-existent. We had no training protocols, and we got pooped. It's impossible to get it
Giving my
fired from the
shields a
government.
recharge.
Like a fluffer for corporations. It's more like you're the mediator between the people doing the work and the visionary who just wants to, you know, has a vested interest being done. And a lot of times these roles can be by different people. So sometimes the CEO is the facilitator, and sometimes like the president is the facilitator, and like a vice president will be, well, however it goes. So normally like if there's two vice presidents at the top of the company, which that happens sometimes, like if it's kind of like a co-ownership, one of them will be the visionary and then one of them will be the facilitator. But it can also be that the visionary is just the president, and then like the vice president is the facilitator essentially. Or even if there's no ownership, but if they're both co-owners, like either one of them can really be visionary or facilitator. So basically what I'm saying is the visionary or the facilitator is not necessarily always doesn't always report directly to the visionary, but typically it is. But if you have a co-owner situation, one will do one role, one will do the other. Exactly. So one person is the dreamer, one person is the calculator. So somebody has to like keep everybody on track and like stress out about how things are actually going, and the other one just gets to come up with all the ideas. And I used to believe, like when I started my own business, I believed I was a visionary. But after reading this book called Traction, which is written by like a business coach and strategist or whatever, everything that he was describing about the facilitator really, I was like reading it and I was like, yeah, no, that's totally my personality. So I guess my personality, I'll never truly be fulfilled in anything business wise, because like what I really want to be is a visionary, but what my like personality and my skill set is are more of a facilitator, which is, you know, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is, you know. I think if I got in that position though, I would really enjoy it. And to some extent, like I try to see myself as that now, even though there's not really a position for it. It's kind of open, so like many people can try to do it, or like all of us can in different ways kind of do it. Obviously as a customer service manager, like I'm a little bit biased towards the operation side of it. And as far as like what finance, so really as far as what finance is doing, I'm not really concerned or whatever at all. But obviously what happens in operations and sales does affect me a lot. So I've tried to be a better buffer to sales and operations than we've had in the past, but I'm a dreamer. I like coming up with big ideas. That's the thing, Lily. Like I have always thought of myself as creative and someone that does do that or comes up with good ideas. But the facilitator has to be creative as well, because you're solving very complex problems, and they're usually like interpersonal problems. And because you're trying to get people to work together and make compromises, essentially, because oftentimes what sales wants and operations wants are going to be at the opposite end of the spectrum. But what the business really needs is like some balance in the middle. You know, you can't have salespeople going out over promising things that operations could never deliver on, and vice versa. If you have operations that don't want to comply with what the sales are out there telling the customers they will do, then like there's going to be problems either on both ends of that spectrum. So as a facilitator, you have to like work with you know, both to try to get them to cooperate, I guess. So there is a bit of like creativity, but it's not the type of creativity that's like what, you know, what's the next what's the next revenue focus of the business for this next 3 months or whatever, that sort of a thing, or next year, 10 years, whatever. So I think I should just change my stream titles to like $25 giveaway every night. I don't know. Can't even bribe people to get here with that though. Like, it's kind of crazy. It really is kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Oh, well. Nate's streaming right now and has 8 people watching. I guess I don't feel as bad. It's World's Edge. I should have played pubs when it was I played pubs on Kings Canyon. Yeah, that's true, Lily. That is true.
Excellent. Time to destroy more opponents. Love all, trust a
Let's
few.
make some bees and honey.
Do wrong to none.
Meet back at Wits for a pint.
I wonder how this weekend will be, because I know people will be super busy, like with IRL stuff, barbecues and whatnot. Outdoor activities. Touching grass. I might just do only night streams this weekend, honestly, because people will probably be really busy during the day. What the? Well, can't even. What the? I think my config's turned off. So I make chocolate chip banana bread or a double peanut butter cookies. Oh, that's tough, Lily, but I would say chocolate chip banana bread. That sounds delicious. I'm going to the UP for my bachelor party. Oh, nice. Are y'all gonna be doing some fishing and whatnot? Not always watching, I play. I watch, I play. Nah, I appreciate you, Keith. Good times up there. Wait, what happens in the Upper Peninsula? Now I want to know.
You represented a training opportunity that made you worth something to me.
Going after the big fish? Is that a euphemism for something? Based off the winky face that Lily made, I don't know anymore. This wingman is terrible.
I need help.
Oh, okay, that's what she was doing the whole time. That makes sense.
I'll have to say no to an encore.
We're not going to Beaver Island. You know, it's crazy that you say that, AR. I was actually really bored. And I was looking at the geography of Michigan, and I was like, dang, I didn't realize how far up it went. And then I saw a place called Mullet Island or something like that. I was like, what the? I might be remembering it wrong, but I remember it was shocking when I saw it. I was like, what the hell is Mullet Island? Also, how do I get there?
Backing up my cover. Tossing up some amped cover.
What a Beamerton. Yeah, no kidding. That was very strange. Bro, no one is using Wingman. It is just all Kraber. All Kraber all the time. Wacky places in Michigan. I'm trying to remember the name of it now. I'm pretty sure it was Mullet Island, or it was some type of island. It was very unhinged though. Bro, I can't with these M&K players. I'll wait 2 minutes. How did we even get into this rotation? I thought I was on just regular LTM. Yeah, I'll wait the 2 minutes. Getting that gun skill up? Bro, I can't even like look at them before I'm just dead. All of them playing M&K, M&K Kraber only. Mackinac has some good fudge. I got that Rocky Road fudge from Aldi recently. Or not this past weekend, but the weekend before, and it's gone now. I'm actually kind of sad about that. It was really good. 7:47 lobby break. 7:47 lobby break. Ontonigan Hasty? I think I've told y'all this before, but my former boss, I'm saying Xbox is weird. The one that just quit a month or so ago. She's from Michigan, like a small town. I'm not sure if it's Upper Peninsula, but it's like northern Michigan. And her family had a regular house there, but then they also have a lake house. But from what she describes, it's more of a cabin because there's running water, but there's no toilet. It's an outhouse and there's no sink.
Finally,
So essentially,
holiday.
you have to shower outside with like a garden hose and like all your cooking. I think there is a kitchen. It's just one room basically. The pasty again. I only know of one type of pasty, and I don't think that's what y'all are talking about. Why did I get another 2-minute penalty? What the? I did my time. Anyways, so it's a 1-bedroom cabin basically, but she was saying that basically you can only enjoy it for about 3 months out of the year because, you know, all the rest of the time in the year it's so cold. Past E. It's a meat and potato hand pie. What is a hand pie? Hot sauce and stopping the second I cross the bridge. What? Oh, a calzone. Okay. So is the outside of it potato, or is the potato inside the bread? Unrelated, but the bridge is what separates the upper from the lower. Pie crust on the outside. Unrelated, but when I was in college, I used to go to Wendy's and get a double stack, and then I would get a sour cream and chive potato because they were $1. And the double stacks at the time, they were like $1.19, I think. And so it was like, you know, $2 or $3 or whatever. And I would get it and I would eat the like regular part out of the potato, but then I would put the potato skin part, like the skin, and also I guess the part of potato that doesn't like come out when you fork it. I put that on the burger and then I would eat the burger. Oh, it was so good, AR. For $3, like it was a great meal. It was a special meal too because, you know, most of the time it was like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, stuff like that, but you know, chips, ramen, crackers, you know, cheap stuff, lunch meats. But no, when you go to like Wendy's, that's like a Friday afternoon, like get out of class at like, I don't know, 1, 2 o'clock or something like that, and be done for the weekend, head up to Wendy's, get yourself a double stack and a sour cream and chive potato. So good. Good times. Swing by the gas station and get like 2 40s of natty ice. Go home, eat that, chug the 2 natty ice 40s, be drunk by like 4 p.m. You know? Chug like 2 40s, you know, in an hour or whatever, or 30 minutes. Well, yeah, 2 40s in an hour will definitely get you drunk because that's like 6 beers. 6 beers. Kind of tired of TDM. Honestly. Yeah, dude. Friday afternoons. 40 Friday. AR knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yes, sir. And that was just like before, you know, the Friday night party. Because I feel like most of the parties would happen on Friday night also. Try to 40 no matter where you were. Oh, we would start before 5. Like I said, you know, Fridays, well, except for during marching band season. So during marching band season, we had marching band practice from 1 to like 2:45. So on that day, we didn't get home until like 3:30, 4 o'clock or so. So it started a little bit later, but a 40 in the bathroom at a lecture hall? I never did anything like that. That's crazy. Did you do placement already? No, I'm only level 30 something. I can't play rank yet. I had late classes one semester. Yeah, so I had to do band for my first 3 years as a music major, the marching band. And so band practice was Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 1 to 2:45. So those semesters, which those were like my main semesters that we'd be partying and whatnot anyways, the festivities didn't start until later in the afternoon. But the spring semester, like most of us would be done with class around like 1 or 2. Okay, I love not getting a gun. I love getting an Evo. I love just dying immediately. Down to my last like 3 Red Bull Tropicals. Hashtag stop Asian hate.
Oh yes. I imagine this will be entertaining.
I know where we want to be. Follow me.
Ready to go. Seen?
This is your champion.
I wish I could say that the surprise tomorrow is that my lights are going to be replaced, but now that won't connect. Of course, no, of course. Like, why would they? I've only asked them to be synced for an hour and a half. That's, you know, that's really a lot to ask.
Here we go. Ready up.
Oh my god. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm dead.
Being shot at.
Why would you not just immediately look out the door?
Reloading.
Okay.
Smart bullets struck.
Like, I'm really tired of just opening a bin and getting a Mozambique or an Eva and nothing else. I opened 2 bins there and got Mozam. Like, surely there's no way that the RNG can be that bad 3 games in a row, right? We'll get a R9, a Volt, a Flatline, a 301, Spitfire, 45, you know, something usable this time, right?
I just hope I don't have to fight with that smiling robot. I'm just kidding. He's fine. Everyone's fine.
Oh yes, I imagine this will be entertaining.
When you're a master of black holes, relativity becomes, well, relative.
Introducing your champion.
Remember me, friends. I may kill you.
I'm Jump Master. I'd say fasten your seatbelts, but it's not that kind of ride. We do this for science.
Is that my big news? Are you telling us, Lily, or is it a surprise? Ready for some medium-sized news. The RNG this game. Let's go.
Reloading. Taking him out with a decoy. Look out. Stop taking damage.
No.
Got him. Killed him. Reload.
Okay.
Round 1.
Down.
Can somebody shoot at this guy,
Enemy
please?
here. What a
Bloody hell, need a firearm.
Come on, you guys can do it. Yo, what's going on, Shay? I paid off one of my student loans. That was really big news, Lily. Congratulations. That's big poggers, honestly.
Giving my shield to recharge.
shield's
Still holding out for that government bailout to get me out of, you know, $10,000. Or I think since I have the Pell Grant, mine is potentially $20,000 of student loan debt.
rejuvenation.
Recharging shield.
Need a wee bit of health.
I'll just like everything. one down is better than nothing. Yeah, for sure. I mean, look at it this way. A lot of people aren't even making any progress on their student loans, you know? Am I really just gonna have to go back there for a heavy mag and one syringe? No, I'm just gonna go fight. We're not going back for that. Like, they just want to loot the POI after, like, 5 minutes after we're done fighting. I'm paying everything that I want. Government will pay off all my loans in 10 years of employment. My dad kept trying to tell me to do that. He was like, oh, well, you can just, because, you know, my degree is in education. He's like, oh, you can just teach for a while and then they'll pay it off. But in order to qualify for that program, there's like so many stipulations you have to follow. Like, it has to be like, really? Okay, at least I got that one.
Ah, we've a kill leader amongst us. Fair play to you.
Expanded supply bin for expanded opportunities.
Heal it up.
This is like so many stipulations. I was like, I mean, by the time you do all that, it's not even worth it.
Pretty easy math.
Oh, never mind, darlings.
Oh, what's this thing?
Spotted what we science would call a bad.
Yeah, go ahead, jump over. Jump over, big boy. I've got no grenades or nothing. Okay.
Their weapon overheated. Give him my shield to recharge. Replenishing my shield.
They're shooting at that hooligan.
Care, but don't worry.
Whole enemy squad has been forcibly expired.
Killed an enemy. All set him.
Recharging my shields.
I'm healing.
Shot at. The nerve. Smart bullet away. Opening fire. They're hitting me.
Gonna hit a single shot on that
That's been the
kid.
last one, 'cause no one's revenging or whatever. Give him my shield to recharge.
Light ammo, please.
Light ammo here.
Oh, why, thank you.
Making contact here. Just gotta patch myself up.
Numpty in her orbit. Reloading. Recharging my shields.
Broken enemy shield. Being shot at. That foe has fallen. I'm throwing it on. Surge on. Reloading. Recharging shields.
Beginning ring countdown. Attention.
Grenade!
Oh, just kind of ran right into that one.
All those BAM pots are down for the count.
That's a good kill.
Shields recharging. Got some materials for it.
If I take this L-Star,
I just gotta patch
probably
myself
right.
up. Hang on.
Anyone need a pick me up?
One sec, healing up.
Ring's close. One more minute.
Isn't that kind of messed up though, AR, that the government will pay all of your student loans if you continue to work for them
Ring's
for
closing in 45 and we're right
however
next
long?
door.
For teaching, it
You're dead
was
brilliant,
I think
that
a
is.
minimum of 5 years, and it had to be all in the same school district, and it had to be
Extra
like the
supplies here.
schools themselves had to be like low income or whatever.
Optics here.
But then like just anybody, well, if they do it, you know, just anybody, they'll pay 10,000 of student loan debt off
Let's check out over there.
for no reason. But you had to work for the government, which is, you
10
know.
seconds. The ring is basically knocking on the door.
Working for the government honestly isn't too bad though. And I mean, I've never worked for the government, but my dad worked for the government his basically whole career. And it definitely has some pros to it for sure. There's cons like everything else, but I mean, it was really not a bad deal
Shredded that foe shield.
overall.
Shot at. Shredded that foe shield. Purple and clutching foes.
Give him my shield to recharge.
Shields recharging.
Shots fired. Broken enemy shield.
Another squad's
That's such a great.
Taking damage. No respect.
What angle you have there,
Give my
buddy?
shields a recharge. I am the new kill lead. Replenishing my shields. Triple take here.
recharging my shields.
They're just shooting us from across the map, and now they're not even pushing. Like, they had no intention of pushing. They just wanted to shoot us from across the map. Nothing else.
Replicator incoming.
Magnificent.
Spotted a wee hooligan.
Of course they're going there.
shields recharging. Rejuvenating.
Hooligan spotted. Smart bullet deployed. Smart bullet hits our foe. Additional foes assailing. I've detected an overheat.
I want to
Replenishing my
push.
shields.
Just want to
Getting shot at.
keep their spot
Broken
over
enemy
there.
shield. Using a Phoenix kit.
Kind of stuck now.
Recharging my shields.
Will they come over here and push?
Warning. Progress.
Already in the next ring. I smell
Package being
victory.
delivered.
Smells like. Man, what is it? Shots fired, and they're hitting me. Reloading. Gonna use a Phoenix kit.
Young lands will remember the name. August Brinkman.
Bam! Bam!
Okay, and I get just held up on a wall. Oh my god, I hate this game so much. I do. I hate this game. So actually gay. But I went all the way to the top, I guess.
I suppose we can't settle this with a round of darts. More's the pity.
So what if my head's in the clouds? How else could I see everything?
I wish for one thing. Results.
Enjoy it. Won't last long.
I still see everything. Gas trap deployed. Gas trap deployed. I still see it. Recharging shields.
Recharging my shields.
Okay. Oh. Amazing.
That was close.
Zone C has been neutralized. Zone B has been neutralized.
Recharging shields.
Zone C has been captured. Attention, there is a new rating
They have obtained a zone. A misstep in our process.
Great. Other squad just neutralized that zone.
Grab the zone.
Recharging shields.
Trap set and waiting.
Recharging shields.
No
That was
way.
close.
A person just gets to live for free.
Has been eliminated.
Free t-shirt for my work for 6 months and I never received it. What the?
Zone B.
Like a shirt that you can wear to work or no? Are they going to be rectifying the situation or what?
Zone B.
Havoc rifle here. A zone is ours. We are superior.
I just found out last week that my company had a bunch of Under Armour polos. So I got like 2 Under Armour polos when I first started, or like close to when I first started. But that was just because like they were long sleeve and they're not really polos, but they're like long sleeve Under Armour shirts. Which I'm not a real big fan of long sleeve shirts, but these ones are really comfortable and like good material. And so I got 2 of those when I started, but then they also have, I found out, a bunch of like Under Armour short sleeve polos. I was like, I want some of those. And they're like, oh yeah, you can have them, just sign them out here. So I got like 3 more polos the other day. I'm like, well, that's great. I don't have to worry about what to wear to work for 3 more days every other week or so or whatever. I like how they're just all scattering from me. I'm running through a bangle to try to find somebody, and then he doesn't come until my bat. My boss said he'll get me one as a going away shirt. What? Oh yeah, I guess that's true. You only have like a month left to work there anyway, so guess it doesn't do you much good anymore.
We neutralized that zone.
I wish we could wear t-shirts to work. That would be so much better. Maybe I should throw that idea at our company meeting tomorrow, see what kind of traction I can get with that. Like, yeah, the polos are nice and all, but what if we had company t-shirts for the summer?
Drinks are not complimentary, so you'll wish to God they will be soon.
Yeah, Jordan, I feel like you're trying to cheapen the company's brand. It's just my family, so basically you're trying to cheapen my family and our appearance. Appearance is very important to us, okay? I Can't have you cheapening the brand, okay?
Need help, companions?
Company party? What the? That'll be fun. Possibly. As long as there's fun people you work with, I guess. Will there be food? That's what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to happen.
We've captured a zone.
Free food and drinks, raffles, prizes, games, and music. Sounds like a great party. How are you just so much better than me? It's just literally already flesh. I'm shooting him at the same time he's shooting me, and I just completely die. Okay, yeah, that makes sense, buddy.
Another variable for the lab rats. Another variable for the lab rats.
Recharging shields. Attention. A capture bonus event.
Access and waiting. Shields are recharging.
Zone A has been... Fox 3, dumping the pods.
We're halfway to the wing. Bang up, John.
Oh, you idiot.
Charging on my shield.
Recharging my shields. Smart bullet deployed. Smart released. Then the foe tracks.
No way.
That was close.
Well, generally any time that there is free food, I consider that to be a good party.
Gas trap deployed.
Shelter in? What? Why are the emojis not working today? I'm assuming Grizzly tried to put the lurk emote.
Recharging shields.
Zone B neutralized.
They've neutralized the zone. Here's your definition of winning is broader than mine.
Grizzly, are you getting offered some configs tonight? Some configging?
Smart bullet firing.
Oh, I got him with that.
Recharging my shields.
No way.
Some animals crawl off to die.
Smart bullet kill is so satisfying, Lily.
To not witness this.
Because then you know, like, they're actually one shot, you know, because it only does 20 damage, so... You kill them with the smart bullet, they're so low. Drop was pretty low there, too, honestly, but... Oh! Oh, I got a little dizzy from that zipline.
My vision is clear. Independent variable added.
Charging on my shields.
Recharging shields. Tossing thermite.
Only once have I failed to kill a target. Never again.
Zone A.
Recharging shields. Thermite out.
Recharging shields.
We've captured the zone.
Breathe it in.
What? Bro, there's no way you survived that long.
Recharging my shields. Smart bullet deployed.
That guy is just so good at the flatline, I guess. Either that or he's cheating. Like, what? Just #1 flatline user NA, I guess. Please, can I see a tap strike? We can try, Lily. Let me try off the pad. Oh, I messed up.
A snare limits me. Barely insects of a bigger zone.
There we go. The very small one. It's really easiest with Octane when you're stimming. Now I know why like so many Octanes like to just tap strafe around corners. You really can't like tap strafe around a whole corner with anybody other than Octane. I think. Maybe I just suck at it. I don't know. Wow, that was bad. That was really bad. That was so bad. That was so bad. 2 matches as Wraith? Well, too bad I can't do that. Don't even have that hoe unlocked. Actually, is that true? Oh, I do have her unlocked. I could do that. Atrium is on? Alright. You know you're in a Wraith man? Yeah, I'm gonna portal my team into danger like Grizzly and not saying anything. Level midnight. Golden face. Grizzly, are you getting on tonight or no?
Each choice changes everything.
Reckless and full of wrecks. Let's go.
Time for experimentation, evaluation, and a wee cup of tea.
Have I ever watched the full threat level midnight? No. Yes, maybe. Like in the episode, is it like, did somebody like edit it to all together or something? Uncut? Or not uncut, I guess, but I don't know what the word for that would be. Non-circumcised? No, I'm just kidding. Whatever, I guess it would be edited, but edited like all together. They released the full thing? Is it on YouTube?
It's go time.
Perhaps I have not seen the whole thing. It's something I should definitely be seeing though.
Thermite grenade. They got his own?
It won't last.
Took a zone. Phasing.
It's on YouTube. Is it on the CBS, the channel, the YouTube channel that posted it?
Frag out.
The official Office channel. I'm just wondering if it's something I'd be able to play on Kick without getting that that thing that happens, you know, the content, whatever that is. Content block. I don't even know how they do that, honestly.
Recharging my.
Really?
Don't beat yourself up. Leave that to me. That was a joke.
I mean, not that I wouldn't like not watch it if I wasn't streaming, obviously, but I just think it would be probably a fun thing to watch on stream, you know? Good React content. I still really don't know how I watched every single episode of MILF Manor, which is a brand new TLC show, but then I couldn't watch one episode of Nathan For You without getting blocked every time. The weird thing is MILF Manor did try to block me like once or twice. And I just evaded it somehow. Oh, it was crazy. What? Okay, yeah, no, that makes total 100% sense. Absolutely. Wish we had more shows like MILF Manor. You and me both, Lily. You and me both. The funny thing is, I'm really never into those dating shows like The Bachelorette or whatever. Like, I never watch that type of content, but for whatever reason, MILF Manor was just a special,
Charging shields. Come on, come on.
it's a special presentation, you know, that, that really caught my attention.
And they got a zone.
It was really great. I'm just glad we got through all of it without getting content blocked. I can't even tell where they're at.
Need to recharge my shields.
Yo, what's going on, Bloom? No, I've never used a neti pot, but I've known about them for a long time. I've just never used one before. No. I overall have like a version of things going up my nose or into my eyeballs. And I always thought that using a neti pot would feel like the same sensation of like when you jump into a pool and you get water pushed up your nose. Like I always thought it would be a similar sensation to that. So, and that's one of the worst. I hate when that happens. I have some personal stuff going on. Oh, no worries, Bloom. Hope everything turned out alright. It's really weird and I don't recommend. I may be able to do it in the shower, but even then, I don't know. I don't think I would do it. Some people are really into it though, I know.
Need to recharge my shields.
Cougars. That man got rocked.
Frag out. Recharging my shields. Zone's ours.
I feel like my shots are all like trailing or leading or something. I don't know. Something's off.
Need to recharge my shields. Going to phase. Need to recharge my shields. Hey, I shot at the commissioner too, and he got over it. So we're good.
Yo, appreciate the 14 likes on the stream. All the talkies up in the chat, liking up the stream. Oh, we see you.
Ah, they neutralized the zone. Must be the cause faster.
Neutralize the zone. That's one step.
Attention.
Recharging my shields.
They got a zone.
Need to recharge my shields.
Faster, faster, faster.
Recharging my shields.
It's go time.
Frag out.
Oh! Nice alternator, bro. Y'all saw that, right, chat? Oh my
Don't
god,
beat
really?
yourself up. Leave that to me. That was a joke.
Berkeley Red, tomorrow I'm going to feel like such a bad mama jamma. Oh. Funny.
Started shields. Come on, come on.
They neutralized the zone. We gotta step it up. Took the zone. Recharging my shields.
Yo, why did he run all the way out there like that? That's crazy.
Frag out.
Can't have them painted for work? What kind of rule is that? What the? I bet if you were a transgender and you wanted to paint your nails, they'd be like, well, we can't stop her freedom of expression. Can't be anti-woke around here. Guess we'll make an exception. Oh, I forgot it was Wraith.
Oh, but you were so close, darling.
Work with food? Can't you just wear gloves though or something? I have acrylics, but I can't afford that. Oh, because it's like not actual, like, can't chip off into the food or something like that. Yeah, that's expensive, isn't it? Like, it's like $100 or something to go and have them put on, and then you have to like maintain them and whatnot.
It's a straight shot.
Oh, that's just not fair. I've seen before though, people working like fast food or something where like the whole acrylic nail will like fall off into somebody's food. That is so much more disgusting than like a paint chip. Like nobody would ever really notice a paint chip, probably. Or you might notice it, but you wouldn't be able to tell what it was. It'd just be like, oh, that's weird. What is that? Like speck of thing, whatever. But if you have a whole nail in your sandwich, no, you're gonna notice that. And you would probably throw up, like imagine eating half the sandwich and then you just find, you just bite into a nail. Disgusting. No, I want it on that thing. Oh, well, GG's. Only $40 after tip, but you have to get them filled after 2 weeks. Yeah, well, maybe I guess that's the part that I misunderstood, is the fact that you have to...
Boy jumping.
You have to keep getting them, Oh, they're gonna get a lockout when we're at like 99.9%. Wow, what are y'all doing? There's no way you're trolling this hard.
Zone's ours. We have our Apex champions.
Did nothing that game. One of my dreams is a surprise spa day where I go all out and head to toe, just pamper myself and feel luscious without me paying for it. Hey, that's a pretty I mean, that's a pretty easy what am I trying to say? That's not very realistic. dream to have. I feel like that's a very like natural like woman thing to want, like a spa day, massage, you know, kind of thing. I feel like that's a lot of women. They're like, oh, I just want to go and get a massage and get a mani pedi. You know.
To trust isn't easy, but I've got your back.
Till it kills me.
Each turn, I guess. I don't know. I would never understand it, but stereotypical woman. My favorite color is pink. Oh, that's really funny. That's how my stepmom is. Her, like, she loves doing like girly stuff like that. Like, she loves shopping. Her favorite color is pink. Like, yeah. She painted the laundry room in both of their last houses pink. Presumably because that is like the only house chore that she does. She does the laundry. She doesn't really cook or clean. She knows how to clean. She just doesn't. But I don't know all the reasons behind that. But I guess if you can afford to have somebody clean for you, it's just
Zone's ours.
might as well have that. But she does do the laundry, so I'm assuming she spends time in the laundry room, and so she painted it pink. I cook and clean. Oh yeah, we know you do, Bloom. We know you do. Bloom be wearing his apron, making mac and cheese. Oh, I'm dead.
Looks like I beat you. High five.
Well, the house before their current house, Lily, it was like a hot pink. It took like 4 or 5 layers of, when they moved, it took like 4 or 5 layers of paint to cover it. But now this house is like a very pale pink. Like very, very, just a very slight hint of pink. It actually looks pretty good, honestly. The last one was not so much. It was a very, very bright pink. Like, it was almost like the color pink that you would have like a little girl's room type pink. But no, this one is very much more classy. No apron, basic meals. Well, Bloom, you only cook 2 things. You cook mac and cheese or you cook steaks. There's like no in between with you. It's either the most basic of basic or steak. Which I guess is pretty basic, all things considered, but I never think of steak as like a basic meal just because it is like a little more expensive. Oh, the other is so annoying. I'd be cooking other stuff too. Well, you never talk about it in chat. I don't know. I don't know, Bloom. All I hear about is mac and cheese and steak. See? Lily's backing me up. She knows. That's what you talk about in chat. Really? Wait that long and then you kill him?
Recharging my shields.
Of course. Steak is just goated. Oh, I definitely agree with that. But every time you talk about cooking, it's just always steak this, mac and cheese that. So I thought that's all you ever cooked. Y'all are annoying for that.
Recharging my shields.
What the? Next time, maybe try strafing or something? Steak out of the freezer. Whee! Should about to have some steak tomorrow. We see you.
Took a zone.
Got to be Steak Wednesday up in there.
Neutralized a zone. Good choice. Frag out. Need to recharge my shields.
Correct. We got the zone. Executing reboot.
That meddling octane. I was giving the Pathfinder the whole business work, whatever. Salad, steak, and baked potato night. Chee. What time is it all gonna be ready, Lily? That's all I need to know. Oh!
Need to recharge my shields.
We neutralized it. Tear it up, wrecking ball.
Going to phase.
Oh, you can't take that when you're in phase? Why can you ride a zipline? You can't take
Zone's ours.
I'm just getting hit by everything.
Need to recharge my shield.
Please kill the Maggie. Do something, dog. What are you doing? 0 damage. I'm so tired of having 0 damage teammates. Like, this is actually insane. People talk about, oh, PC players are so much better. Console players suck. Console players suck. Bro, at least console players can get 100 damage. These PC kids, a lot of them cannot even get 100 damage. I don't know in what delusion people think that console kids are just so much better. The good ones, yes, but all PC players are not created equal, that's for dang sure.
Recharging my shields.
Sonic, the fast food place has Red Bull slushes. Yeah, they're pretty good, Lily, but I do like them. They also have Juneberry Red Bull from what I heard. So I assume they have a Juneberry slush as well. So whatever like special Red Bull they have, they will sometimes have it at Sonic as a slush. But I don't know, it's a little bit, it tastes a little bit like watered down Red Bull to me. It's not bad, I can drink it, but it tastes a little like, not like pure Red Bull, you know? I don't like Red Bull, so yeah, Bloom, are you trying to get banned again?
Zone A has been neutralized.
Is that what
Looks like they neutralized a zone.
Is that what you're saying?
They took a zone. Need to recharge my shields.
Oh, I still almost pissed on that Ash. That's crazy. The band check is what? Yeah, I don't like energy drinks.
Capture bonus
Well, you know, that's fair. To each his own. It does have a very distinctive flavor. Honestly, I haven't had the regular Red Bull in so long. I'll probably go back and be like, I don't like this as much as I remember. I've been drinking all the auxiliary flavors lately. Ever since Jazzy got me to try the Fig Apple, like I was always a Red Bull purist. I never drank the auxiliary flavors, but she was like, no, the Red Bull Fig Apple is so good, you gotta try it. I was like, whatever, I'll try the Red Bull. Because I had the blueberry one before, and I think the red one before, and I was just not impressed with either one, so I was just never tried another different kind of Red Bull again. But once I had the Fig Apple, my life was changed forever.
Zone A captured.
It really made an impact.
50% complete. They took us EMP protocol initiated. I'm recalling my drone.
Wrecking balls off the chain.
I've been enjoying the limited flavors. I hope I still like the regular Smegma when I go back to it.
Going to phase. Recharging my shields.
Sheesh, y'all saw that movement, chat? I don't even know where I was. Granted, there was no enemies around, but if there were, I would have been confused. Probably even a little dazed, honestly. Kids are so weird.
Time to go. Phasing. Frag out. Need to recharge my shields.
Yeah, Bloom plays trumpet. Did you quit band or something, Bloom? Okay, no, I just got totally rocked from behind, that's fine.
Frag out.
Throwing grenade.
Bailing out here.
Oh, y'all saw that grenade? That was a Hail Mary.
Need to recharge my shields.
I've secured us the right. Get in.
I don't know, Lily. The songs I wrote when I was younger are very cringe. I don't even remember all of it, but the parts that I do remember were very cringe.
Has been captured.
What other grenade clips to stream? I know that's the second one. Well, that's the only other clip that I made. That's all I can do on PC is throw grenades. Like, as far as shooting these people, out movementing, just can't do it. But I can throw a grenade and hope for the best. But yeah, the song that I'm thinking about that I wrote when I was younger, I wrote it, The premise was basically like the, how do I put this? The singer of the song was, so it was from the perspective of somebody that had basically died, and they're writing a song to like their future kids basically. That was like the setup of it. So like as I was singing, I was like basically singing to my children in the future, knowing that I had died. Basically, it was like a soldier at war. That was the thought behind it. It was like a soldier at war that, like, in case he died, he wrote his kids a song, and then like that was the audience. So the audience was his kids years later after he had been killed in battle, basically. How do you pronounce coercion? Like that. Bro, Jazzy, I wrote Xanax in Yurzaw's chat, and he was like, what's a Xana? What's a Xana? Or something like that. I was like, bro. It sounds, well, I don't know. It was pretty cringe, Bloom. It was, because I wrote the piano parts as well, and I'm not a good piano player by any means. But I wrote the piano part as well, and it was just like very, very simple. I'm trying to remember how it went. I should have recorded it like Lily said. We could play back the cringeness right now. I write lyrics, but I don't sing. So you write poetry, basically? There's many songwriters in Nashville that are really good songwriters, but and they can sing, but they're just not like, you know, they're not the greatest singer ever. I'm gonna take your self-criticism with a grain of salt. No, I'm not lying, Lily. When I say the piano part was like very basic and simple, it was very basic and simple. Because the problem with piano, I didn't have this problem so much with like marimba, but with piano, I was never good at my like left hand. So like the bass lines or parts were always like very, very elementary. Just because of I could never technically get my left hand to work. And to be fair, I never spent a lot of time playing piano either. I mean, I played it enough. I mean, in college, I had to take 2 piano classes, so you have to learn the basics of it enough to, you know, be able to play basic stuff like for, you know, band, choir, whatever. Like all musicians at a certain point should know like kind of the basics of piano, I think. And many other people think too. Obviously, that's why we had to take 2 semesters of piano. It's funny because we had to take 2 semesters of piano, but like my degree specifically was in music education. And so we had to take 2 semesters of just piano. But for instance, like for woodwinds, brass, strings, all of those were only 1 semester classes. And so like for the brass class, you would learn trumpet, French horn, trombone, and tuba all in 1 semester. So the instruments, and if you're going to be a band teacher, like that's primarily what you're going to teach is winds and percussion. Percussion class was also only 1 semester. You had to learn all percussion, or you had to learn snare drum, timpani, and xylophone all in a semester. So it was funny. The instruments that we're actually teaching like would be split up. We'd only be on them for like 3-4 weeks at the most. But then piano, which we weren't going to be teaching inherently in band, we had to have 2 separate semesters on it. So, but it's very it's the having good piano skills or like a basis of piano is just very good for what any type of musician. Even if you're a vocalist, it's really good. Force my kids to try piano. That's the thing. I'll force my kids to try piano when they're like probably when they're like 8 or so. Like that's an appropriate age to start learning. It depends on the kid, honestly, but a lot of times like they don't start learning music until 6th grade, and by that time, in my opinion, they're already too old. Like you can really start learning piano, and piano is one of the easier ones because as far as the technical skill required to like produce a good sound, it's none. I mean, you can take any person off the street and just tell them, hey, like press this key, and they're gonna make the same sound as somebody that's a Juilliard like master musician, master pianist. However, if you take a clarinet and you give it to a person off the street and say, okay, play this note, they ain't gonna sound like a Juilliard clarinetist, you know. So there's certain instruments that have like a proclivity to young people, and guitar and piano are probably the 2 main ones. But the thing about guitar or any string instrument is you have to have an ear for intonation, which is very difficult to teach young kids. Even in singing, like that's why children's choirs are usually so bad sounding, because kids are very difficult at like fine at intonation essentially. But I would force them to play it for at least a couple months though, because I want them to have, and if they don't like it at first, honestly, I'll probably make them take it with a different teacher as well, because the teacher can make a difference as well. So like if they take lessons and they really don't like it, I'll be like, okay, and then like a little while later just like put them in lessons with like somebody else and see if they like it more, kind of a thing. We have a winds teacher and a percussion teacher. That's the best of both worlds, Bloom. Like I student taught at a middle school where there was like 300 kids in this band program altogether, and they had 2 directors, and the main band director was a percussionist and the assistant band director was a trumpet player, I believe. Trumpet player? I don't remember his exact instrument. He was a brass player though. And that's the best of both worlds, because then you get quality instruction on both things. A lot of times in schools, like the percussionist especially will get the short end of the stick because the teacher is a wind specialist, so they'll be able to teach that a lot better than percussion. Trumpet best instrument, trust. Trumpet definitely highest ego instrument for sure. I have a feeling one of my kids will take after me and be really good at music, and I want to be able to foster that at a young age. Yeah, I mean, I wish I would have just started music so much younger, because I would have had a better, I could have been so much better. Like I actually didn't even really start playing percussion until my last year of high school. And so by the time I got to college and I wanted to major in percussion, like my peers were so far ahead of me because they had already, most of them had been playing percussion since middle school. So I came in at a real disadvantage to college, and I could have been, you know, so much better had I started earlier. But even beyond that, if I would have learned piano at a young age, like I would have been even farther ahead of, you know, where I started. So I was pretty good and I was a quick learner, but I had a lot of disadvantages when it came to that. And then also like how I thought about music, because I played clarinet from like 5th grade to really like 11th grade. So when I played percussion in college, I always thought of music more from like that standpoint, which was good and bad. It presented some unique challenges, I guess, overall is what I'm trying to say. But I wish I would have, you know, started sooner or even stuck with clarinet, and I would have been much better. College would have been much easier for sure. I probably would have been able to have a job and less student debt. But you know, these are all things that, you know, my parents didn't really know. Like, my dad played clarinet when he was in middle school and high school. He played a little bit, but I think he didn't really like marching band too much. And so he only did it like a couple years. I don't think he did it all the way through, but you know, it's something that he didn't really know. I remember one time there was a lady at my church that taught piano, and my parents like brought me over to her house to take lessons from her at one point, and I really liked that, but for whatever reason we didn't really continue. I don't know why. I don't know if it was they didn't really have the money for it, or I don't really know what the reason was. But then they bought me a piano like keyboard for Christmas one year, and I played that thing like all the time. It's really what actually got me into percussion, because I played that piano like all the time and like taught myself how to play scales and everything. And then when I was in high school, I would like, because the piano and like marimba, xylophone, vibraphone, they have the same layout as the piano keyboard. I would like after school or before practice or stuff like that, I would go back and like play those instruments, and that's what really got me interested in percussion in the first place. Clarinet the worst instrument? Bloom really is trying to get banned again. I learned to play violin in 6th grade, then I taught myself to play cello in a 3-day weekend. All my other instruments were self-taught. How long were you in orchestra for? I wanted to join. That was the other thing. So when I was in middle school, or when I was in 5th grade, because in Metro, middle school started in 5th grade. And so, which means you get an extra year of band compared to some of the other counties. Although when I taught in Metro, even though it was 5th through 8th, the band program didn't start until 6th grade. But the school I went to started in 5th grade. But anyways, I wanted to sign up for orchestra. And because even now, most schools in Metro Davidson County have, which is where Nashville is, have orchestras. And then Williamson County, which is the one that Grizzly is always memeing, the richest county, which is a suburb of Nashville, that county has some schools, some high schools with orchestras, but the orchestra programs are pretty sparse throughout the state otherwise. But anyways, I wanted to join orchestra, and my dad was like, I think you would like band better. And I think he was saying that because he already had a clarinet, and he knew that if I just did that, then, you know, he could just give me his clarinet to use and he wouldn't have to buy an instrument. So I did it until my senior year, but I couldn't do chamber orchestra because it conflicted with AP Calculus my junior and senior years. Oh, okay. That kind of sucks. So you liked calculus more than the chamber orchestra? Chamber orchestra, it kind of sucks they couldn't have that like after school or something too, though, because I mean, you only need what, like 6 people or something for chamber orchestra? I guess it can be different amounts, but it's like a smaller group. What all instruments did you play? Who, me? When I was in middle school and high school, I played clarinet, and then I switched to percussion in high school. But I really only played like keyboard instruments, so I played, you know, marimba, vibraphone, that sort of thing, and winter drumline, and in marching band I was in front ensemble. But when I went to college, I went for music education, so I had to learn all the instruments, you know, all the band instruments, and like I said, 2 semesters of piano. And then in brass class we did trumpet, trombone, French horn, tuba. And woodwind class we did flute, clarinet, saxophone, We also did there's also a double reed class. So we did oboe, bassoon, and bassoon. Or I guess maybe that was involved in the woodwind portion, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. So clarinet, oboe, bassoon, and then percussion I was exempt from, obviously, as a percussion major, so I didn't have to do that. I was president of the Math Honor Society my junior and senior years. Nerd! No, I'm just kidding. But really. The Math Honor Society. What does it mean to be in the Math Honor Society? Would that mean that, like, you know, you wouldn't use math for evil or something like that? Like, what is the honor? What does it mean to be in that honorable? To use math honorably? I didn't like math in high school. I was good at it. It basically means you're a nerd. I was good at math, but I never wanted to take more than I had to. Like, I only took up to trig, I think, or maybe just basic geometry. Like basic algebra. Like calculus was an option at my school, but I didn't want to take it. I was like, nah, I'm good on that. The only like really honors, I wasn't really interested in like the honors AP classes and stuff like that because I really wanted to go to school for music, so I knew I wouldn't probably use any of it. But the only one that I was really interested in was chemistry. Like I thought about going to college for something in chemistry because I really liked it. I really liked chemistry 1. And so then I took chemistry 2 and I hated it. I was like, this is terrible. It made me not want to take physics or really anything else. But yeah, I was always good at math. I just didn't really care for it. Multivariable calculus my senior year. I was the only girl and I had the highest grade. Nice. Girl power. Should have gone to school for math, to be honest. Yeah, if I could do things over again, like I really enjoyed, I had a job, I think I've talked about this on stream before, but I had a job basically as a bookkeeper, and and I really enjoyed like learning. I really enjoyed learning like all the different aspects of accounting and whatnot. And so if I could do it all over again, I would have definitely gone to school for like finance or accounting, something like that. Going into the editing field, what is the editing field? Like video production? Video audio production? It's funny because when I was in high school, like it was really the transition of like AV club and all that stuff used to be like super nerdy. Like only nerds would be interested in like audio or video production. But now, like that's probably one of the most popular things that high schoolers like want to do because everybody wants to be a YouTuber, everybody wants to be a streamer, content creator. So now I bet like editor is like, oh yeah, I'm super cool. I'm gonna be an editor when I grow up for a big YouTube channel. I don't know what I see you doing, but I have to think for you. It'll all come to you when it's time. I appreciate that, Lily. I guess I don't know. I just think a lot about, which is kind of pointless. And one thing I've been trying to tell myself lately is, like, we were even having a conversation at work today, and like, one of my coworkers was like, "Yeah, in high school, like this and that, and I wanted to do this, and then this happened, and then life just kind of happens." And he's about this. He's the same age as me. I think we graduated the same year, but life just kind of, has a way of happening, and then your plans get thrown off, and things don't happen like you think they will. And I spent a lot of time like thinking about, well, what should I have done differently, or what could I have could I have done differently to like change the trajectory of things and where things are at now, but ultimately like doing that is kind of a waste of time, right? Because there's nothing that you can do to turn back the clock, you know. But I appreciate those kind words, Lily. I just think about, you know, what I could have done differently. Honestly, sometimes I think about that more than I do like what, you know, what do I want to do in the future. Mostly because, like, in the past, I've made so many plans and said, okay, well, I want to do X, Y, Z, and you know, accomplish this and this and this and this. And then when you don't accomplish those things, for me at least, because I am pretty like goal driven, it gets very demoralizing after a while when you don't accomplish, you know, enough of those goals. Accept and move on. Try not to make the same mistakes. Yeah, I think that's like part of it, Lily. Like part of it is I just like to analyze like, okay, what did I do in the past and how can I avoid like making that mistake again? I think that's part of like what it comes down to, but I think part of it is probably also pretty unproductive, right? Because you can't go back and change things. I'm never gonna go back to when I was 18 and pick a different major for college, you know? I'm the number one failure in my family, so I feel you. Yeah, no, that's me. That's me 100%. Like my sister was the opposite, and the funny thing is too, like when we were in school, I was always like the smart one. I was always the one that was gonna have like, you know, the good future. And my sister in school, she really did the bare minimum to get by. She was smart, but she didn't really try in school. She was more focused on like being popular and all of that. And I was the like golden child, like brainiac that was, you know, gonna do amazing things. And then like as life turned out, like she made all the right decisions and I made all the wrong decisions, like going into college, you know, choosing a major and all of those things. And I think that just makes you feel even worse when, you know, your family and everybody has these expectations. And that's like, you know, a couple years ago, I don't know what my parents really told people that I did, but, you know, a couple years ago when I was driving Uber and my sister was a nurse, I can only imagine, like, you know, my parents interacting with people from the family or whatever that they hadn't talked to in a couple years. Like, oh, what are the kids up to? Um, well, Jordan, well, Brooke is a nurse. You know, she works at such and such hospital, and you know, she just bought a house with her husband last year, and you know, they're doing great. Oh, what's Jordan up to? Oh, he's driving Uber. Oh, okay. Where's he living? Well, right now he's a nomad as they call them. He's living out of his Prius. Like I don't know what my parents must have said in those conversations, but you know, you know, things you know, things happen and you know, fortunately things are getting better for me rather than worse. You know, I was on a trajectory of a downward spiral for a while and I got to a point where I just didn't really care anymore because it was like, well, how much worse can things really get? I never say that in your life because things got so much worse. Like within 2 years, things got like really, really bad for me. So all that to say, your decisions matter. And back then, I was much more prideful, which is what got me into like the situations that I was in. So you're well, in one sense, you are in back in square one, Lily. But in another sense, you have a chance to kind of start over, get a refresh, but also now you have like the life experience of, okay, well, I don't want to go through that again. So, what can I do differently, you know, this time to support myself better, you know, whatever it is. Because I should have probably done that. But I was too prideful. I was like, no, I can't go back to my parents' house. And at the time, both of my parents were living in um two-bedroom apartments. Ironically, like during this time, like right now my dad has a four-bedroom house and just him and his wife live there. But at this time when, you know, I decided to just live out of my Prius cuz it was getting harder and harder to pay the rent, both of my parents, or actually my dad lived in a 1-bedroom apartment and my mom lived in a 2-bedroom apartment, and I was too prideful to move in with either one of them and their spouses at the time. So I was like, nope, I'll do it myself. And so you'll have that appreciation as well that, you know, you are starting over, but you're starting over with the knowledge and lived experience and wisdom of, okay, you know, this is why I'm starting over. This is, you know, and if you get a chance to save money, you'll be very wise. Not to say that you haven't been, you know, wise up until this point, but for people that have really lived on the edge, you know, paycheck to paycheck or even less than that, when you have money saved up, you're automatically going to be uh, more wise with being able to shepherd that money well. Um, you know, just like when I was in real estate, I was making like really good money for a while. For a while, I was making more money than I ever made before, and I saved up almost $10,000 in a couple of months just because I didn't really change my lifestyle from how I had been used to living. So I've been used to living off of about 2,000. Well, when I was driving Uber, it was really like $1,500 to $2,000 a month. That was like my lowest income. Um, and when I worked for Asurion slash Verizon, I made more than that. So it was a little bit more comfortable, but I still wasn't just like able to save a ton of money. But when I got to real estate and, you know, those $5,000-$6,000 checks or direct deposits were hitting my account, um, I didn't really change my lifestyle. I was still living like two to $3,000 a month, so I was able to save quite a bit of money. And fortunately, I did, because once I stopped making any money at all, I still had, you know, I was able to pay my bills for about 3 months without any income coming in, you know, and then I got a job and still had some of that money, you know, left over. Until recently, when I had to pay my taxes, that took a big chunk of it out. So I'm kind of starting over in that regard, but you know, I also make more money now than when I was working for Verizon, and it's a steady income. So now I am able to kind of make that adjustment and save money. But anyways, I guess all that to say, like with time and really just like living through struggle and not being able to do everything you want to do, I think that when you do get more money, because I know like right now, if I all of a sudden just started making $100,000 a year, I know 100% I would not be spending $100,000 a year. Like I would not be living paycheck to paycheck on that kind of a salary. Like I'd be able to save a lot of money, put money away, retirement, pay off student loan debt, you know, stuff like that. I wouldn't just blow it on vacations and frivolous things. I don't have a ton of credit card debt, so my goal is to pay it down over the year, find a decent skill set for a job so I can really move anywhere, and then move after a year. Are you still considering doing the like the coding boot camp stuff? Here's the other thing too, Lily. I mean, so if you live with your dad for a year, even if you just get, you know, like a regular job but work a good amount, you'll probably be able to get enough money to pay off your credit card and be able to afford like a boot camp or something like that. I know you got most of the way through the free one that you sent me online, but I'm sure if you could go to one of the ones that's like 3 months or even 6 months and like be around people in person, it'll make it even easier to stay motivated to actually, you know, follow through with everything and just get better as a developer as well, because you have other people to just more accessible people. I mean, I know they have the Discord and all that. I want kids too, so I want a job I can return after a period of time. I want to go into healthcare. Oh, okay. Well, I know like CNA is a pretty decent option because I mean they can make a pretty good hourly rate, and I know they can do a lot of traveling. The only thing that's difficult about like CNA or nurse healthcare work is like toll that it takes on your body. So it's a pretty physically demanding job, and the older you get, the harder it is to do it. And so a lot of nurses, they'll end up moving more to like healthcare management or become like a nurse practitioner, which is more like what a doctor does on a daily basis instead of being on your feet 12 hours a day kind of a thing, and having to lift old or obese people, off the toilet. So, but there's a lot of options. I mean, you'll definitely figure out something for sure. But yeah, I mean, I'm just proud of you and the fact that you are swallowing your pride and doing that. Because I mean, a lot of people, me included, would, not be able to accept that we need to, have a restart like that, I went to school for nursing. Nursing ain't for me. I was thinking about, dental assistant. Okay. Yeah, that would definitely be a good path as well. Dental assistant. You could do like orthodontics. There's a lot of different options for that. What about ever thought about doing like hairstylist or something like that? That job is somewhat physically demanding too, just because you are on your feet all day, but hairstylists can make really good money. And you can also do it pretty easily, like part time. You can just reduce your clientele and kind of make your own schedule. You cut and color your own hair usually. Yeah, I mean, there you go. My cousin, she's been a hairstylist. I mean, she graduated high school and she didn't go to college, and she didn't really know like what to do or whatever. And eventually, like, I don't know, maybe like 2 years out of high school or so, like, cause we were thinking like she never really had like a real job. She never worked like restaurant or fast food or anything like that. She never really had a real job, but she went to hair school like 2 years after she graduated high school, I guess, because her parents were finally like, well, you gotta figure out something. So she went to hair school and she's been a stylist ever since, but she makes great money now. She probably, makes probably between like 80 and $100,000 a year, and she works like 4 days. 3 or 4 days out of the week. That's obviously after time. She's been doing it now for over 10 years. So, you get the clientele that you want and the, right salon and all that kind of stuff. $300 per haircut. Yeah. Yeah. So when you do like when you do a color along with the cut, I mean, that's, obviously, yeah, like you said, $300 very easily. If she makes $300 just for the haircut, that's insane, but I'm assuming that's a cut and a color. But yeah, and then you think about that, and there's a lot of women that, go every 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks to get their hair done like that. So it's a great business to be in. And that's one of those things too that even through COVID, like it's one of the businesses that took a big hit for a little bit because people weren't getting their hair done for at least a couple months or a year. People were kind of letting it go, but it's something that people are always going to need. You're always going to need your haircut, always going to need food, clothes, that kind of stuff. So it's a great business to go into. And the cool thing about stylists is you can eventually like have your own salon. Like there's a lot of ways that you can go into business for yourself. They even have salons here. I forget what it's called. It's like salon by something. And basically, a lot of salons you rent a booth. But in this specific To have my husband pay for my hair color would be an absolute dream. Gotta make that part of the benefits package. That's funny. But at this specific salon, so they do. So most places, like it's a salon, it's one building, and you do a booth rent. But this specific salon, you can actually rent a whole suite. So it's very nice actually, because and it's a much better experience because you can go in and like your stylist just has their own little, like, I don't know, maybe maybe not 10 by 10 room, but like a pretty like decent size room, enough for the chair and table, and then like another chair with the sink and whatnot. Put it in the prenup. Must pay for cut and color every 6 weeks. That's funny. But there's but yeah, it's pretty nice because you can like go in there, and like one thing I don't like about salons sometimes is they like, you feel like you're just crammed in there like next to. And this one time, so I was getting my haircuts at the salon, and like the chairs were so close together, and the the girl beside me had such long hair that as they were like doing her blowout, her hair is hitting me in the face as I'm getting my haircut. And I'm like, well, I mean, I already have my eyes closed at least, but like this girl's hair is out of control over here, like, and we're so close together. But anyway, I've been going to a barber now for a couple years, but that was back when I had a friend that was a hairstylist and he was at a salon. I'm just like, why are these chairs so close together? Like, I told him that one time too. I was like, I mean, I don't mind going, because sometimes we would go like after hours. He had a key to the salon, and we would just go after hours, and he would cut my hair. And I was like, I don't mind going like during the day if that's less likely to get you in trouble. I was like, but those chairs are so freaking close together. I'm getting freaking hit in the face during the blowout is like ridiculous. But I don't know. That only happened once. She must have just had like she had extremely long hair, and it must have just been like the right angle or something. But no offense to hairstylists, but it's not rocket science. I'm sure I could do it decently. I mean, I don't think there's any offense to that. There's definitely a certain amount of skill to it, a certain amount of artistry to it. But yeah, it's definitely not rocket science, like you said. I mean, I think the most difficult thing about it is, I would say probably the most difficult thing about it is just getting through the schooling part of it, because at least here, I mean, when you go to a school, it's like 6 months long. And so, I mean, just like the coding boot camp, it's okay, well, how is your situation that you're going to be able to basically go 6 months without any income? Because the first 3 months, like, it's all just classes and they're teaching you how to do different stuff. But then the next 3 months, you're basically on the floor, like cutting and coloring hair, but you're not really getting anything other than if somebody happens to tip you in cash. Like most of the time, how they have it set up here, you're cutting for the school, and the school is charging like discount prices. These schools make a killing. They sit there and they charge the kids to go to school. Most of them are state accredited, so they can take out like student loans to go to this, these beauty schools. And then after teaching them for just 3 months, they turn them into laborers for free, essentially, like slave labor, and then profit off of that. I mean, it's honestly obscene. But so anyways, you just have to, I guess, be in a position where you can handle not having any income for 6 months. That's the difficult part of it. So but yeah, you could definitely figure it out. And the good thing for you is you're short too, because so my friend that was doing it, he was like 6'1", and he had a lot of like back problems from doing it, because he would have to like hunch over. And they have like cutting like bar stools that you can kind of like sit on to like lower yourself. But he was just so tall, he was having to always like essentially like bend over while he was doing stuff. And really gave him a lot of back problems, even though he only was doing it for like a couple, for not too terribly long. I don't really see how he could have done it really long term. But if you're short enough, you don't have to worry about all of that. So. Yeah, because I mean, I think most women probably don't have to. I mean, if you're like around like 5'4", you don't have to. But he was, a full. When you're 9 inches taller than the average woman, like that's a lot of like gap that you're gonna have to make up for bending over. And the same thing with barbers, but barbers usually like the chairs are a little bit taller, and then plus when you're working on men, they also sit up a little bit higher in the chair as well. So it's easier for men. They're just doing men's cuts all day, but he was doing women's hair. He didn't like doing it. He liked doing men's cuts, but there wasn't as much money in it, so he liked doing color. So, and plus it's a very like creative thing to some extent, as far as like when you mix the dyes and whatnot. You really, there's a science behind it, but also a lot of it is kind of like art and skill based. So. But anyways, just kind of off on a tangent now, but I guess that is going to be it for me. I do appreciate everybody for stopping by the stream. Tomorrow, Bottle has officially decided to disband. Disband, that's the word that I was looking for yesterday. Bottle has disbanded Bottle of Pontent. He has discontinued it. He is no longer associating with that brand. So tomorrow I'll be live, and I'll probably be live on my PC account on Apex, and we'll be doing the same thing, same time, and try to get some momentum going into this weekend. I'm thinking the plan for this weekend, I might have to change it up a little bit. I definitely want to do a kick stream Saturday night, but I may not do the YouTube stream Saturday morning, just because I feel like everybody is going to be busy and it'll be a low turnout stream. But we'll definitely do kick stream Saturday night, and then Sunday night we'll probably do a later night stream as well. So anyways, appreciate everybody for being here, all the lurkers. Lily, big shout out to you for the $5 holla top mod in the chat. Also, Bottle of Bumpy, $15 holla before the stream even began. Appreciate you both immensely supporting the stream dream. Bloom, Jazzy was in here for like 1 second, asked me a question, and then dipped. AR, big showing tonight for AR in the chat. And again, all the lurkers, I appreciate each and every one of you. And we will see you tomorrow. Bye.